What's up, world? It's your boy TNT back at it one more again, and it's almost that time of year. My favorite day of all days, Halloween, is almost among us. So, in celebration of spooky season, we're gonna check out one of my favorite YouTubers, which y'all already know from the last video, is Chills. We're gonna be checking out the top 10 scary videos that should be banned on his channel. I'm gonna put the original link down in the description if you want to go check it out, and make sure you donate to the fundraiser that him and Mr. Beast are collaborating on. And let's see if these videos are really scary as the title says. Yeah.
Stick around to hear about the project I'm doing with Mr. Beast. Have you ever watched a video so scary that you think it should be banned?
What the hell is that?
Well, get ready because you're about to see 10 of them. These are the top 10 scary videos that should be banned. Number 10, Grave Encounter. Some ghosts are friendly, this one not so much. Published by Find Ghost in October of 2021, this scary video shows a woman being bombarded by something unseen. As the woman is bent over a cardboard box, shuffling through it, suddenly her left leg is taken out from under her. She falls to the ground and then is dragged across the driveway toward the garage.
Damn, hell no. That ghost trying to take something. Bitch, come here. Hell no. Ladies, what would you do in this situation? I know I'd be fighting for my dear life to get the fuck up out of there.
She is able to free herself from the ghost taking her. She springs to her feet and
races
out of there in a hurry. Bitch! Where was this ghost taking her? And what would it have done if it succeeded? Number 9. Ball lightning. This freaky phenomenon was caught on film in August of 2021. Published by Yang Bing Hong, this scary video shows a massive electric ball floating around an apartment.
Oh hell no. Call Ghostbusters.
Ball lightning is a rare phenomenon involving a spherical luminescent orb believed to be related to thunderstorms. Although similar to lightning bolts, ball lightning lasts much longer and will eventually pop. When it does, it leaves a sulfuric scent behind. The ball lightning in this video flies into the room from outside. It moves around, ricocheting off walls and furniture, and then moves back into another room.
Does it eventually pop? I wouldn't be following that shit recording it.
This is where the video cuts off, so viewers don't get to see whether or not this ball lightning eventually ends with a pop or not, but it's certainly something of a shock to witness such a rare phenomenon, and inside someone's home. What do you think is the cause?
I don't know.
Number 8, Man in the Red Room. As we've seen time and time again, entering an abandoned building alone is a fool's errand. Here is just more proof, published by Martin Navejas in October of 2016. This scary video was captured on Martin's phone when he was filming a 3-part tour of the church, which is his muse as a photographer. Martin writes, "Just as I was about to wrap up, I went in the basement to a room I call the Red Room, and what he captured in the Red Room is extremely disturbing." Martin enters the room and shines his light on a chair in the darkness. A mysterious figure appears to be sitting in it. Martin turns his flashlight off and then back on, perhaps unsure of what he's seeing before his eyes.
Hell no. Oh shit! No! Run, nigga!
When the light flicks back on, the still, obscure figure rises quickly from the chair to give chase. Martin races up the stairs and out of the church, stumbling in the process and slicing his hand open. Although the figure isn't captured on film during the wild chase scene, Martin ends up in the dark and full of fear. Footsteps are heard, and it's not clear if they're just Martin's or those of the shadow figure.
Hell no. Why are you looking back? Keep running.
However, he seems to be getting chased still, but finally makes it out of the church and back into the light. Martin writes, I still can't believe I managed to get all this on camera. I'm still very shaken up from this. He advises other artists and photographers to learn from his mistakes and never go it alone. I'd be
Right.
staying far away from that place. Number 7, Bones and Shoes. A mysterious trophy pile of shoes, multiple bones. What is going on in this creepy mine?
Hell
You're
no.
about to find out. Published by Connor Kelly in May of 2019, Connor and his team dive into the McCoy mine in Nevada in this scary video. They head down into the mine shaft with nothing but flashlights. As they enter further, they notice a reflection.
Do you see that reflection? They're trying to.
On closer inspection, they realize it's shoes, and not just one pair, a whole pile of them. Nearby, they also spot some
hell?
bones.
A lot of missing people.
How old would you say these shoes are, Dad? That's a bone right there. Actually, there's quite a few bones in this.
Shane suggests that this is where the Yeti eats his victims,
The Yeti.
but in reality, they fear mountain lions and are ready to defend themselves against them. As they approach the shoes, they look down at the dirt and feel it's wet and maybe freshly turned, as though something or someone was recently here. They get closer to the shoe pile and realize there are bones stuck in it as well.
See the bones. Well, now we know the question. If we ever see something sketchy in a horror movie, we are the people who keep going.
They also know that they all appear to be children's shoes, and some look old and worn while others are new. They venture further into the pit of bones. Perhaps this mine has been repurposed as a mountain lion's den, but that
Yep.
wouldn't quite explain the shoe trophy tower.
So this is water flowing. It is getting great.
Just keep going deeper.
So we
Crazy as
can't
hell.
trust this.
The crew leaves at this point and wonders if the internet has any theories. Some suggest putting up live cameras there so we can get to the bottom of this. Others wonder why this isn't being investigated. YouTuber Kara Ward notes that in the Can-Am Missing Project, which is an extensive study of those who go missing in the wild of North America, in many cases where the people are found, their shoes are mysteriously missing. Did we just find where those shoes have gone? Whatever is happening in this mine, it sure seems suspicious. Number 6, abandoned hospital. Most hospitals cure the living, but this one was abandoned long ago.
Oh, hell no.
Filmed in 2013, this haunted hospital is a hotspot for paranormal activity. The pair first captures the exterior of this once beautiful broken down building. Many of the windows have been busted out, and as the couple are standing outside, they start to hear some faint and horrible wailing.
Non mais. Il y a quelqu'un. Il y a quelqu'un.
Somebody is inside, or at least their spirit is. Despite this forewarning, they approach the building to enter.
Like a
As they
dummy.
do, this awful sound is heard.
Vas-y, arrête. Non, sérieux, arrête. Moi, je flippe, sérieux. Moi, je peux pas. Hein. Oh putain.
Although they scare pretty quickly and run back out, they gather their courage to enter again. They climb the
Why?
stairs and walk down a long empty hallway, where they come across a chair sitting in an open space. As they approach, the chair moves. It moves again when they get even closer.
Why would you keep walking forward? I don't think everything a joke. See, that motherfucker
After
get
a
killed.
moment of fear, they start to run away, terrified. When they turn back, the chair is gone. After running, they come to another hallway when they see this creepy shadow figure.
C'est pas possible, putain.
Time to go.
It enters a room at the end of the hall. Later, they see a similarly robed figure on the landing above them. The man heads up to the landing to wave from the spot where they saw the figure, but as he does, He is aggressively pulled out of view.
Oh, hell no. I think this stage, though. Oh!
Oh putain, je le sais!
When his partner runs up the stairs to see what has happened, the man is sitting on the floor, appearing in a daze. He has a stick in his hand, and there are pieces broken on the floor.
You gonna try to fight a ghost with a stick, my nigga?
Qu'est-ce que t'as, t'es con, vas-y, arrête tes conneries, putain. Ah putain!
That means get the fuck
Je
out.
sais, putain! Je sais.
The door in front of them slams shut, bringing the couple's visit to an end. Let's
God
just
damn.
hope that they didn't turn into the demon doctor's next patients. Number 5. Military barracks ghost. A man walks into a bar, and then poof, he's gone. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by Carmen a Cat. This creepy security video was shot at San Diego's Liberty Station, inside a restaurant called Stone Brewery. That was once a military barracks. The Redditor writes that he used to work for this restaurant, whose building was built in the 1940s. He says employees there often hear spooky sounds or get chills while working. He also notes that this video was taken at 5 a.m. when no one was there. The scary clip shows a creepy pale figure appear out of thin air. It paces in front of the bar, before fading into transparency and disappearing altogether. The figure is more solid at first, but fades further as he moves out of frame. While some Redditors believe the camera might be ghosting, others aren't so skeptical. Redditor Mr. JC writes, I know for a fact that there have been multiple accounts of ghost sightings at Liberty Station, and then to see this footage, there's no doubt in my mind that this is real. J.R. Howry agrees, writing, I've installed network equipment and surveillance cameras at Liberty Station for a few businesses, can confirm that place is haunted AF, and here is the evidence. With this many people backing up the claims, this has to be true in my opinion. Number
It's pretty
4,
authentic.
Spectre at Home. A creepy specter is up to some
Oh,
shenanigans in this haunted home. Published in October of 2021. Alberto Del Arco captures paranormal activity on camera, and some of it is truly frightening. The first encounter with this specter happens when a door opens on its own. A moment later, a light in the kitchen turns on. This is followed by a figure appearing in the upper corner of the footage. That figure peeks its head out from around a corner and hangs there for a
hell
long
no.
moment. You can't really tell what the creature is, but it is definitely moving. An object is then rolled from the kitchen into the living room. It knocks against a table leg and then slows to a stop. Is this enough evidence to prove this house is haunted?
I'll say it
Number
is.
3, over the fence. Children make
Bro, what
friends
the
in
fuck?
even the scariest of places.
Wait a minute, wait a
Posted
minute,
to
wait
the
a minute,
ghost-
wait a minute, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? And the kids just sitting there talking. See, parents, you gotta teach your kids, don't talk to motherfucking strangers. Especially if the strangers look like a motherfucking dead person come back to life. What the fuck? And all 3 of them ain't dressed up in a costume either, so this ain't Halloween or trick-or-treating. They ass is live talking to a damn ghoul across the fence. Like they own Home Improvement and they talking to the neighbor and shit. Fuck. No, hell no. No, sir. Nope, nope, nope. Couldn't be our kind of kids. Nope.
Subreddit by Polio. The Redditor is wondering if Redditors can identify what this terrifying photo might be. He says it was taken by a family friend one summer who lives next to a cemetery.
Oh,
In the
shit.
photo, 3 children are standing on a bench looking over a fence. The Redditor doesn't clarify what they were looking at in the first place, but what they found, we can see clearly. A ghastly face with glowing eyes. Many in the comments are spectating whether or not the kids could even see the face in reality.
That
If
is
they
something to
could,
think about,
you'd
'cause I
think
don't
they'd
think
have
no
a
little
different
kids sit there and talk
reaction.
to that shit.
Redditor Sarah Stroffel has a good point. He writes, here's the thing. Even if it was a living person, human eyes don't shine like that.
Nope.
We don't have the membrane that causes that kind of light reaction. Whatever it is, it ain't people. Well, if it isn't a person, what is it? My guess is the ghost of someone buried at that cemetery. Number 2, construction site encounter. If something peered through a window at you when you should be alone, would you be able to keep your chill?
Nope.
Published by Con on Tape in December of 2011, the scary video was captured by a construction worker around 10 p.m. in a home he was building. The creepy clip shows the worker walking through the bare bones of the construction site. As he turns toward a window, this bald-headed figure with glowing eyes peeks over the ledge. Apart from its blank glowing eyes, it doesn't have any other distinctive features. This figure looks more extraterrestrial to me than human.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Do you remember when Mr. Beast started the Team Trees initiative to plant 20 million trees? Well, over the last few weeks, there's been a secret YouTube video, and that video is for the second wave of the largest creator-led fundraising campaign to ever hit the internet, and it's called Team Seas. The goal is to raise $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash and plastic from our oceans, beaches, and rivers. Every single dollar Team Seas raises will go directly to these two solutions-oriented, not-for-profit organizations, Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup. I think this is a great idea, and I will be personally donating $2,500 to help. If you're interested in donating, please visit teamseas.org, and if you can't donate at the moment, that's totally okay. Even using the hashtag TeamSeas on social media can help make a difference by raising awareness, so let's get cleaning.
Y'all see that, people? Go out there and donate. Go donate, go donate.
Sometimes the bumps in the night are more than random. Michael McGee uploaded a video he filmed of his living room on the night of August 5th, 2015. McGee had been having several strange experiences in his home and decided to document what was happening. Having left a camera running overnight, he captured something just after 3 a.m. As the footage starts, a strange series of bumps can be heard, along with some unexplained clicks. The bumps soon turn into footsteps along the creaking floors, heavy and slow. Early on, the chair that is the center of focus slightly turns, as if something had brushed against it. It's possible whatever was making the footsteps could have walked by. Moments later, the chair once again turns, this time as if it is facing the camera. The footsteps can still be heard, as if they're walking all around the room. Interestingly enough, an orb appears above the chair, moving across the screen. A second one appears in the top corner, moving down before disappearing from view. All throughout, footsteps can be heard, and they seem to be getting louder with a rapid rocking noise from an unseen object. McGee has since dedicated his channel to paranormal investigation, even purchasing high-end equipment in hopes of finding more answers, not just about his home but others as well. His channel is worth checking out for those interested in paranormal activity. Perhaps you'll be able to see definitive paranormal proof. Some videos make you laugh, others make you cry, but the videos on this list are for something else altogether. These are the top 10 scary videos that'll make you scream hysterically.
Okay, this video wasn't all that scary. The last one was a little bit better, so let's check out this one. Top 10 scary videos that'll make you scream hysterically. Let's see what you got, Chills. You gotta come with it now. The hell?
Some
no.
videos make you laugh, others make you cry, but the videos on this list are for something else altogether. These are the top 10 scary videos that'll make you scream hysterically.
Oh, hell
Number
no.
10, run and get help. Security cameras are supposed to make you feel more secure, not less. Irk522 is posting this home security footage to the Ghosts subreddit on behalf of a coworker, noting that you can hear a voice in the footage.
That dog heard it too.
He writes, I understand a hacker wanting to be creepy and watch people's cameras, but why whisper some nonsense? What nonsense is he talking about? At the very beginning of the clip, as the dog is rising from the couch, you can hear a voice whisper, run, help. Some in the comments think it's a dog making that noise, but it just doesn't sound like a dog noise at all.
Damn,
Others
no.
say it sounds demonic.
And that dog wouldn't have
Redditor
reacted
notes that
like
other
that.
strange things have happened in the home since she moved in, and he suggested to burn some sage in the house. Most, though, believe someone might have hacked the camera and is using this vulnerability to scare the homeowner. Do you feel secure? I don't anymore. Number 9, Grudge Girl again. You can run,
Again?
but you can't hide from a grudge girl. This time she appears in an abandoned home in Pakistan. Published in
hell
June of
no.
2021, this explorer is taking video of a concrete staircase that leads up to darkness. Behind it, darkness. All around it, darkness. He moves to the side of the stairwell, and that's when she appears.
Oh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ah!
Seemingly
I love how
floating,
they
a girl
pray
in
in
a white
Arabic.
dress with dark hair hanging before her face hovers there in the darkness beyond. The cameraman cries out, and in seconds, a creepy grudge girl does something we've never seen her do before. She floats upward and then vanishes altogether. Even creepier, she appears to disappear directly into the ceiling above her. Does Grudge Girl have a new magic trick? Don't be deceived. This is not magic, it's the real deal.
Allahu
And I'll be
Akbar,
real
Allahu
deal running
Akbar.
up out that bitch.
Ah!
Number
Ah!
8, Mysterious Fishman. Aquaman may be real, or so this video would have you believe. Posted by TikToker Nikki X Insta under the headline, Things Caught on Camera That Shouldn't Have. You'll see exactly why this is true. A little boy peers into an enormous underground aquarium. He seems to see something beyond the glass that we can't. As he points at the glass, his dad turns to the descriptive plaque to see what this aquarium is supposed to hold. He notes it doesn't say, but as he's turned away, an ear-piercing scream is heard.
Wow.
Turning back, he captures his son connecting with a horrifying Aquaman-type creature beyond the glass with an enormous webbed hand and an elongated extraterrestrial-looking cranium. The grayish creature's eyes glow as it blinks at its audience and towards the camera.
Wait, boy.
Is he friend or foe? Do you really want to know? Number 7. Say cheese. There are plenty of ghosts out trick-or-treating on Halloween night, but some of them aren't wearing sheets. Originally posted on TikTok, this clip shows a woman adjusting Halloween decorations, only to be met with a real-life haunting. Skulls are placed on gate posts surrounding a property, and the woman is captured on camera turning one of the creepy skulls, which is twisted in the opposite direction. After readjusting it to face the pathway like all the other skulls, she walks away, but the skull isn't interested in staying put. Moments after she leaves, it turns with a wide grin to the
Look at her like,
camera.
"Funky bitch, I
Say
move where I wanna move."
cheese. Better yet, trick or treat. Number 6. Into the woods. Are you afraid of the woods? This scary video confirms that you have every right to be. Posted by Bug Boho in May of 2021. This clip has been trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community, although the original source, which is cited as a Thai YouTuber called Cops to Wear, could not be found. The Thai urban explorer searches out the truth of myths and legends. In the scary video, he enters a Thai jungle in search of a mysterious creature that's said to be stalking livestock. Villagers claim the creepy creature is born from the depths below itself. Upon entering the dark jungle, the explorer starts to hear frightening noises, growls and moans.
Aku lihat, aku majuin.
Y'all hear shit like this and you keep on walking?
Aku berani.
And as it continues, he peers through the surrounding branches and brambles to find the source. The noises
I see
grow
nails.
louder, and the explorer approaches the creature we believed was myth, only to find out the monster very much isn't. You can see its long talons first, while the rest of him remains camouflaged, but a few steps closer, and the creature springs. It is out to take a life. As the obscure figure with long hair and a dark sullen face pounces, our intrepid explorer screams and retreats backward, and yet he continues trying to capture better footage of the creature as it creeps amongst the
Man.
trees.
If they don't get on with this bullshit, they don't even. it's man, bear, pig. It ain't even part bear. It's just like a fucking bitch with a bad Hot Topic costume or a bad Dollar Tree costume, whatever you want to say. Party City, one of those cheap ass places, and some fucked up ass makeup. Threw some dirt in the hair. A fucking talons that he called them. Look like they made out of aluminum foil or some fucking cardboard cutouts. This shit don't look real at all, man. They can keep this. Nice try though, but hell no.
Mana kamu?
You gain a few more glimpses here and there, but nothing like the window into his soul that was caught during their encounter. Is your heart racing? Let out a scream. No one here will judge you.
No way.
Number 5. Most haunted house in the village. Our paranormal journey now brings us to India, home of RKR history. On April 21st, 2021, the group released a video of what is allegedly the most haunted home in their village. After some details behind the building's history, the investigation begins. The lead goes through a door into another room but then stops and listens for a moment. At first, it almost sounds as if a woman is crying. After some time without activity, an object on the side of the screen suddenly shifts and falls.
बाकी यहाँ पर है ना हम जरूर
Neither man was moving at the time, nor were they near it, meaning they couldn't have knocked it over accidentally. Furthermore, the object had remained perfectly balanced before then, and appears to have been pushed. While inspecting the fallen object, a large board suddenly falls from their right, falling hard to the ground. Again, the camera operator wasn't moving, and only did so after the board was already falling. And strange things continue to happen when a bucket mysteriously drops from behind. This time it appears to actually hit the cameraman, as he visibly shudders as it falls. Soon after, a small stool appears to be thrown at the man, despite neither of them moving or possibly causing it to fall.
क्या मेरे से बात कर सकते हो?
By now, it
That's all
seems whatever
strange.
haunts the
Hold
home
up.
doesn't like guests, as the men walk back towards the door.
Hold up.
क्या मेरे से बात कर सकते हो?
See that? There's a fucking. Or is that part of the tile? Hold on. Run that back some more. I might be wrong.
By neither of them moving or possibly
Yeah, that's just
causing it to
time
fall.
for my bad.
क्या
I
मेरे से
thought it was
बात
a
कर
string.
सकते
I
हो?
was finna get their ass.
By now, it seems whatever haunts the home doesn't like guests. As the men walk back towards the door, an audible sliding sound or possibly a hiss can be heard behind them. They are unable to see what made the sound and are both clearly startled.
Just trying to go.
Nobody
Fuck
else
that.
is seen in the building, and both men are too far away to have done it. The men stand silently in the storage room when a large metallic thing is knocked or slid off balance on the rack it is hanging from.
वापस हिल रहा.
Moments later, it is knocked again, appearing to be pushed with some force.
अशोक भाई EMM से एक बार बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं.
Nope.
Officially frightened, they decide to end the investigation. Something does seem to be resting within the home long after its demise, but what or who is it, and why did it come off so aggressive? Number 4, Ghost in Attic. Just when you think you're alone in the world, the afterlife taps you on the shoulder. In June of 2014, YouTuber Nugget Noggin wrote, "Abby and I went exploring inside of an old abandoned house. When we got upstairs, I felt like someone was watching us. Let's see what happened next." Michael's exploring the house, which has been torn apart and graffitied. He and Abby decide to take a look in the attic, but it feels like something heavy is lying on the attic door. As Michael scans the cracks of the door's outline, something appears to move.
Could be somebody up there. Oh man, somebody's standing on it. Cause I sure can't lift it up. Wonder which way it lifts up. Lifts up this way?
Is someone up there? They later capture a strange EVP that they don't seem to hear at the moment. It sounds like a deep, low growl.
Somebody's been in here since I've been in here. Pringles can. But yeah, this was the box we found the stuff in. But somebody's been back in here.
Well,
Somebody
upstairs,
squatting there.
Michael got the strong feeling that something was watching them from the attic. He pulled out his 16 megapixel camera to take pictures with the flash off. When he looked at the pictures at home later, he was shocked at what he saw in the attic's opening. What appears to be a ghostly child's face was captured peering out at them. Michael should have trusted his gut. It seems they weren't alone after all. Definitely check out his channel. Michael makes very interesting content. Number 3, Paranormal Activity IRL. Could you handle living with a poltergeist who makes this much clatter? That's what YouTuber Really Haunted and his family does on a daily basis. Published in June of 2021, the scary video shows the first paranormal activity of the year starting on January 5th. The first bit of activity occurs when what appears to be a hamper is pulled suddenly to the floor. The aggression of the way it's pulled is truly disturbing. The next bit occurs in the cinema room. The footstool of a reclining couch kicks out with no one sitting in it. The last bit is the scariest of them all. A book on the windowsill in the living room is thrown across the room with great force.
Oh, hell no. Y'all see the
On
flash in the back?
YouTuber Christine Teal points
What the
out
hell was
that in
that?
slowing down the clip, 2 glowing eyes appear
I
in the
knew it.
window for a moment just as the book is flying across the room.
I knew it. I knew I saw some eyes. Hell no. It's time to move. It's time to move. Fuck that.
Finding makes the powerful poltergeist activity in this home even more frightening. Would you be able to live here? Probably not. Number 2, Scary Grudge Girl. If creepy girls looking straight out of the 2004 film The Grudge still freak you out in 2021, then warning, you're about to freak the freak out. Published by Memorora Sobrenatural Inc. in July of 2021, this scary video is all kinds of jump scare. While poring over an abandoned house, this urban explorer has the creepy encounter of a lifetime. At the end of the hallway, dressed in white with long black hair draped before her face, this haunting figure stands holding a blue rag. In front of her, a large piece of furniture moves on its own.
Embrulhando. Cara do céu, dá uma olhada nisso! Cara, olha isso, pessoal! Cara, dá uma olhada
What the
nisso!
fuck?
Dá uma olhada nisso, pessoal! Cara, olha isso!
Later, as the explorer panics, he is turning into a room, hyperventilating, when a window shutter bangs closed and open again.
Opa, opa, opa, opa!
He shines his flashlight into the outer darkness, but nothing appears to be there. He encounters the Grudge Girl a second time, her arms dangling stiffly and awkwardly while holding that same blue cloth. She throws it towards him as she slams the door shut.
Olha isso!
Again, as he's filming video in the same room where he first saw her, the big chair moves around on its own.
Cara do céu, olha isso! Olha isso! Olha isso, pessoal! Cara, vocês têm noção disso? Cara do céu!
Sliding backwards against the wall as he turns to leave, he captures the creepy grudge girl one last time in his purview. She is standing uncomfortably near, her hair hanging before her face. Third time is definitely not the charm when it comes to apparitions, so the explorer takes this as his cue to take a hike. I wouldn't go back there anytime soon. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Shadow Man at Overbrook. The Overbrook Asylum has a reputation. Known as the Bin, the abandoned asylum's actual name is Essex County Hospital of Cedar Grove. Spanning 325 acres with buildings connected by tunnels, the late 19th century hospital has more than a few stories to tell. Over 10,000 patients are believed to have lost their lives here over the course of their stay, with 150 simply vanishing
wait a
into
minute, I
thin
just saw
air
that. What
during
was
its
that?
overcrowding in the 1940s, which may be why this spirit never left. In January of 2011, a videographer who released a photography book called Antiquity Echoes, a photograph tour of abandoned America, posted her findings on YouTube under a channel of the same name. Shot in black and white, the creepy clip captures a quiet hallway inside the asylum at night. Off to the side, you can see an empty stretcher that likely once hauled some of the asylum's patients. But what's even more disturbing is what you can see on the far wall. A mysterious light casts against the wall at the end of the hallway. As the videographer scans towards the stretcher, watching the light, a shadow figure is seen moving. It quickly walks past from left to right and then again from right to left before disappearing from sight. Antiquity Echoes says this was taken with an infrared camcorder in the asylum's basement. She was alone in the hospital at the time. Or was she? Can this shadow be explained? Who does it belong to? YouTuber RM Barnes asks the question, but why does it come back? Responding to himself, he answers, maybe there's no escape. The following videos are some of the most terrifying happenings that were caught on tape. You might need to pause this one and save it for later, because these are the 10 scary videos you won't be able to watch to the end.
Now, that one was a little bit better. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's check out this next one. Get into the holiday spirit. Oh, hell no.
The following videos are some of the most terrifying happenings that were caught on tape.
Wait a minute.
Videos are some of the most...
Not finna just gloss past that one. What the fuck is that? Hell no. It kind of looks like her, but fucking grayed out and shit. Like somebody put a black and white filter on it and fucking distorted the hell out of it. Man, you got a demonic doppelganger in your house, bitch. You better move. Shit.
Most terrifying happenings that were caught on tape. You might need to pause this one and save it for later, because these are the 10 scary videos you won't be able to watch to the end.
Bro, what the fuck was
Number
that?
10, Creepy Aberration, published in September of 2021.
Oh,
this
hell no.
creepy apparition is about to live rent-free
Whoa.
in your brain. Whatever this thing is should stay in the depths where it belongs. While investigating a haunted hospice, the crew first encounters this thing hiding behind a green crate in the darkness. The mysterious pale figure peers out at a normal investigator before launching and giving chase. After losing him for a time, the investigator spots the figure hiding behind a corner. Its creepy face looks wet with red liquid. As the search continues, the creature is seen crawling on all fours toward them. Its limbs look spindly as it moves across the ground like a spider.
That shit don't look right.
Meu Deus, cara! Alan! Meu Deus, Alan!
The scary creature is spotted again rounding a corner of the building. It's crawling like before, and you can even hear a grotesque cracking sound, which sounds like it's creeping across broken glass. It starts to give chase again, causing the cameraman to flee. As they wait for it, the creature follows them up the stairs. All you can see is its bald head and awkward spindly limbs. Again, the cameraman flees up a second flight, but then turns to wait. When he leans over the stairway to gauge where it is, the creature is seen on the landing below. It almost looks like it's licking the floor, just waiting, and then crawls up the stairs toward him as he flees once more.
Why was you even still standing there, though?
The last sighting of this creepy crawler comes as he rounds another corner, still on the prowl. Although this video is proof that the cameraman made it out alive, surely it wasn't without damage. The image of this thing 100% continues to haunt this man's dreams. Number 9, not a dog. Posted to TikTok, this girl apparently doesn't know what a dog is supposed to look like. She explains that she has a dog that she rescued from Japan. She claims that he's half Cocker Spaniel, half Australian Shepherd. Well, that sounds like a nice mix. When you get a good look at him, you'll see that he's not a dog at all. Appearing much more like a demon. Appearing like a creepy painted human head with ghoulish features and skeleton teeth. The rescue's face peers out from the darkness of the woman's closet. That's another thing. Why is she keeping her so-called rescue in her closet? As TikToker Tommy puts it plainly in the comments, well, that's not a dog. I just gotta say, something definitely doesn't seem right with this situation. Number 8, sightings. This pair of extraterrestrial sightings is making me question everything. Published by Chris Brandy, 602 in July of 2021. This two-parter shows two very similar looking abnormal creatures. Chris writes that she was checking her home security footage to see if it captured the thunder and lightning that she'd heard that caused her lights to go out. In fact, her cameras caught something even more interesting. The footage, which she slowed down, catches a creepy figure streaking across the scene at supersonic speed.
Damn, that was fast as fuck.
It looks like a mere shadow, but appears to have a long neck and arms with a big head. In another video, a second mysterious extraterrestrial-like creature was caught on camera in April of 2019 by YouTuber Warmonger. She writes that she heard sounds in the forest and decided to press record. That's when she saw this creature, walking on all fours, streak past. Are these two sightings connected somehow? What are these extraterrestrial creatures and why do they only appear at night? It sure got a lot of explaining to do. Number 7, Jinn Jump. Just when you thought all the jinn were in hiding. Published by Deranged Sajib in July of 2021. This original footage catches various scary jinn sightings by Arabian ghost hunters.
ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
In one of the videos, the jinn spirit is first seen peeking out from a door. The gray figure looks somewhat smoky or transparent. The ghost hunter continues speaking or praying at the jinn.
له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه.
Later, he is in another room where a pair of crutches is leaning against the wall. A powerful force throws one of the crutches across the room.
Oh, hell no.
It flies and the ghost hunter shouts in fear. The other crutch falls over and something is seen popping out from the cupboard across the room. As the ghost hunter continues on, he is met with other items randomly moving and breaking on their own. At last he arrives at the jinn himself, peering into the next room through a hole where the doorknob should be. Chanting is heard and then the jinn is seen.
What the fuck? Ain't no damn jinn, it's just somebody in the fucking hood.
The figure dressed in a black robe has a narrow greenish face with a red light. It sits on the ground murmuring or chanting, rocking slightly, apparently unaware that he's being filmed. After a while, the ghost hunter speaks to the djinn and gets no response.
شو مالك انت مين انت؟ انت مين؟
He finally opens the door and lets himself into the room, but it is empty. The djinn has mysteriously vanished. Where did he go?
Way, boy. Ain't no way.
وين رحت؟
Oh shit, it might be legit.
I'm still waiting for the jump scare. Number 6. Turn around or don't. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Lucky1196. This short clip has us all looking over our shoulders. In the scary security footage, a man is seen going to get something out of his car. He opens his driver's side door and leans inside. In a split second, a creepy, pale, transparent figure swoops down upon the scene and appears to push the man and shut the door slightly on him. The figure then disappears. The man turns to look at what caused this unsettling incident, but no one is around. Are you convinced this is real?
Man got
If
stolen
not,
by
what
a
do you think
ghost.
is happening here? Number 5. Djinn in the Ceiling. This djinn is out of control. Published in March of 2019. This djinn encounter was filmed in India. As the ghost hunter wanders through this scary abandoned place, he turns a corner and a door to the right immediately starts rattling like crazy.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
The lock on it is shaking back and forth. The rattling continues until the man walks forward, unlocks the door, and pushes it forward. Inside is an empty room.
هذا كيفك؟ بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله.
He enters and steps in, and something immediately falls off screen.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Scared, the man turns and runs from the room. When he turns back around to look, a bucket is kicked against the wall. He turns to the room as he examines it. A chair is thrown, causing him to leave again.
Hell no.
This time he doesn't go back quite yet. Instead, he races down the stairs. After a time, he gathers his courage and returns. As he's walking toward a room, a door starts to close slightly. He walks toward it and it slams closed on him.
Stay out, dude.
He kicks it open and continues through the rooms. At last, you think it's all over, but then thumping is heard, seemingly coming from the ceiling. The thumping becomes more and more aggressive. The ghost hunter is not deterred. Instead, he moves something sturdy so he can stand on it and lift the ceiling tiles to see what's there. But whatever is there gets even more hostile.
حسبي الله. حسبي الله.
So he decides against it. This is when he's had enough, and who can blame him? Number 4. Poltergeist play. If you don't want a poltergeist ruining your night, steer clear of this guy's creepy house. Published by Really Haunted in September of 2021. This home is without a doubt really haunted. Let's take a tour of the haunted house. In footage taken in the hallway, a curtain flutters and then the door slowly opens.
There we go, the curtains moving. It's like something's just gone past it, blown it out, you know, when something goes past.
Could it be just a bit of wind? Well, let's see. In the living room, a Ouija board is sitting in the middle of the space, and the planchette moves across the board on its own. The planchette spells out Mormo, although this word doesn't have any known meaning. The spirit must have some insight, as it moved the planchette without a medium present. In that same room, the Ouija board now gone. The football tumbles from the footstool.
This was like the first time we had multiple things happening.
Followed by a candle flying off the fireplace mantle.
Oh yeah, it's time to go.
Shortly after, the footstool, which is also a storage container, opens and closes on its own. In the kitchen, a tin
Hell
cup
no.
clatters from the dish rack into the sink. In another video in the bedroom, the dog is lounging between the couple when he suddenly becomes alert to something. He springs onto his front paws and is staring into a corner of the room, as if at attention. Later, back in the hallway, the gate on the landing opens as though allowing some ghost to enter the second floor. In another clip in the bedroom, the computer chair swivels from right to left. Not long after, the computer monitor turns on by itself. In another hallway of the home, something is pushed from atop an old suitcase and thrown to the floor. Lastly, in one of the kids' rooms, what looks like a remote control of some kind moves ever so slightly across the windowsill. Luckily, the poltergeist doesn't disturb the child, who continues to sleep peacefully. Would you be able to spend a night in this haunted home? Are you even able to watch this scary video to the end? Well, we'll see about that. Number 3, The Village. The people living in this village are not what they appear to be. Published by Kisa Weba in September of 2021. This video is originally from YouTuber Kareem Ballin and has been trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. Kareem is exploring a village on the outskirts, in the middle of nowhere at night. As he's wandering along a narrow dirt path between stone bricks, he unexpectedly spots something directly ahead of him. It's a figure dressed in black. A terrifying howl is heard, sending him and his cameraman tearing out of there.
Oh, hell no.
After calming down a bit, they head back from whence they came, and on their way they encounter perhaps the same figure. This time they don't run for him. The man, entirely dressed in black and stumped over, uses a cane to walk. He is carrying a jug. The men attempt to address him, but the man ignores them and walks slowly away from them.
Burada küçük bir kız çocuğu varmış. Onu soracaktık size.
They follow and end up at a dilapidated house, which they enter. Wandering through the rooms, they encounter a young girl with long dark hair holding a doll.
İyi misin?
The creepy girl never faces them but starts drawing something on the wall in the small room beyond. When they approach the girl to ask her some questions, she doesn't answer or turn around. Even scarier, something falls behind them and loud noises are heard, like shutters slamming shut.
İyi misin?
She running into the look like.
They decide to leave the house, but when they turn around, the girl is suddenly on the roof.
Oh,
standing
hell
over
no.
them. Her face is completely concealed by her hair. She looks at them for a moment before walking off.
That bitch crazy.
Abi ne oluyor?
That's not a ghost. That's just some
They
crazy ass
search for her,
bitch.
climbing up to the roof and then returning inside the house, but she has vanished. But when they return to the path outside, they come across her again.
Run that back.
They search for her, climbing up to the roof and then returning inside the house, but she has vanished. But when they return to the path outside, they come across her again.
Hell no.
Nereye gidiyorsun?
Kardeşim o kim ya?
She walks away from them. When they call out to her, she doesn't turn or respond. What is this mysterious place? All I know is it's not something you should watch to the end. Number 2, Tantrist in the Jungle. Tantra is a type of tradition that was formed in India from the 1st century. A tantrist is someone who is self-dependent or his own master. This would explain why the following tantrist lives all alone in the jungle and does not like to be disturbed. Published by Om Vlogs in October of 2021. These YouTubers decide to go disturb him anyway. They first come across the tantrist sitting cross-legged in front of a fire, doing an expressive and mysterious chant.
Why y'all going out there fucking with that man?
This chant gets more expressive and even a bit silly sounding. The tantress then appears to be raising something from the fire. They attempt to get closer to the man, but he is in another headspace altogether. He doesn't even seem to notice the guy's presence, but a little later that changes very suddenly.
Telling you to get the fuck out of his
The man
motherfucking
turns
business.
from the fire and starts running toward them. After successfully
Man, just out
chasing
there
them
enjoying the
off,
fire,
the man
you wanna come
returns to
bring
the
cameras and
fire,
lights and
but
shit.
the YouTubers later follow. They find him cross-legged there again, but this time the tantrist has had enough of their intrusion. He picks up a lei from the fire and throws it at them. His fire simultaneously ceases, leaving them in darkness. The men throw the lei back at the tantrist, which provokes him further, and he rises again to give chase.
He's like, you motherfucker.
This time the men leave for good, and hopefully they do not return to disturb the man and his mantras.
Right. You that man out there to meditate and
I've got
do
a
what he
challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. The Lurker. This haunting security footage caught a man convicted of ending a life peering into the bedroom window of a young woman. He was captured on camera, lurking the home on 2 separate occasions.
Oh, that's some
the first time
bullshit.
he appeared, the young woman spotted the man peering in and went out to confront him, but he fled in his truck. The woman's neighbor then installed a security camera outside, which captured the man's second visit. He is seen creeping out the window and can even be seen pushing on it to see if it's unlocked. This was around 7 in the morning. The man is carrying a sprinkler, possibly so that he could claim he was working if caught. When he was later confronted by the neighbor, he claimed he was looking for his missing daughter. The victim called the company advertised on the man's truck and found he had no work in the area. After that, she called the police, who charged him for his actions. According to Polka County Sheriff Grady Judd, this is a bad man. It seems some people just can't be redeemed. It's always a good time to get into the Halloween spirit, so I made this mega compilation of my favorite scary videos circulating the internet.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this video. And it should be close to spooky time, baby, if this video is done. Happy Halloween to everybody. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and share. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Also, go to my boy Chill's channel and check out some more of his videos. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. It's perfect for this time of year. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel and hit the notification bell on both our channels so you can be alerted to when new videos drop. And it's your boy TNT. Happy Halloween.